Let me tell you a true story about a man named Elon Musk. Elon was born in South Africa in 1971. From the very beginning, he was different. He wasn't the most popular kid in school. In fact, he was shy, quiet, and often bullied. Many times, he came home with bruises because other kids beat him up. But instead of letting that pain break him, Elon turned to books. He read science fiction, technology, engineering, and even fantasy novels. Books became his escape, his friends, and his way of dreaming about a different future. At just 12 years old, Elon built his first computer game called Blaster. It wasn't fancy, but he sold it for $500. That was a small but powerful moment. It showed him that even a child with ideas could create something valuable. As he grew older, Elon felt trapped in South Africa. He didn't like the political system, and he wanted to be somewhere full of opportunity. His dream was to reach America, the place of innovation. With very little money in his pocket, he first moved to Canada, working random jobs, sometimes struggling just to survive. Eventually, he made it to the United States. But life wasn't easy there either. He stayed in small apartments, ate cheap meals, and often worked all night. Still, he didn't stop dreaming. In the mid-1990s, Elon and his brother Kimball started a company called Zip2. It was an online map and business directory, something way ahead of its time. Elon worked in the office day and night. He didn't even have enough money for an apartment, so he slept on the office floor and showered at the local YMCA. After years of struggle, Zip2 was sold for $307 million. Elon's share was $22 million. Now, most people would have relaxed, bought a big house, or retired young. But Elon wasn't like most people. He used that money to start another company, X.com, an online bank. People thought the idea was crazy. Who would trust money on the internet? But Elon believed in it. Later, X.com became PayPal and it was sold
to eBay for $1.5 billion. Elon walked away with $180 million. At that moment, Elon could have lived a luxurious, stress-free life. But inside him, the fire to change the world was burning brighter than ever. He invested his fortune into 3 companies: SpaceX, Tesla, and SolarCity. And that decision nearly destroyed him. SpaceX was the riskiest dream of all. Elon wanted to build rockets that could go to space and even Mars. But rockets are expensive and failure is common. The first launch failed. The second launch failed. The third launch also failed. Millions of dollars were lost. Journalists called him foolish. Investors abandoned him. Some even said, Elon Musk is finished. By 2008, Elon was almost broke. He had just enough money for one last rocket launch. Imagine the pressure. If that 4th rocket failed, SpaceX would be dead forever. On September 28, 2008, the Falcon 1 rocket lifted off. Everyone held their breath. And then, success. The rocket reached orbit. SpaceX was saved. Soon after, NASA awarded SpaceX a contract, giving Elon the chance to continue his mission. But his struggles weren't over. Tesla, his electric car company, was also collapsing. The cars were too expensive to build, and the company was drowning in debt. Elon had already poured most of his fortune into it. He even borrowed money just to pay his rent. At one point, he admitted, "I thought both companies would die." But Elon never gave up. He pushed harder, worked longer hours, and inspired his teams to keep fighting. Slowly, Tesla began to succeed. The world started to notice that electric cars could be fast, beautiful, and reliable. Today, Tesla is one of the most valuable car companies in the world. SpaceX, too, kept growing. It became the first private company to send a rocket to the International Space Station. Elon's dream of reusable rockets, something no one thought possible, became a reality. Those rockets can now land back on Earth and be reused, saving billions of dollars.
And Elon didn't stop there. He founded SolarCity to promote clean energy, the Boring Company to solve traffic problems, and Neuralink to explore the connection between the human brain and computers. Each of these ideas sounded crazy at first, but Elon had learned that sometimes crazy dreams change the world. The lesson from Elon Musk's life is simple but powerful. Failure is not the end. Rejection is not the end. Struggle is not the end. They are simply part of the journey. Each setback is a test, asking, "Do you want this badly enough?" Elon Musk once said, "When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor." So whenever life pushes you down, remember this story. Remember the shy boy from South Africa who was bullied, who failed again and again, who risked everything and nearly lost it all. And remember how he rose, not once, not twice, but every time life tried to break him. Success doesn't belong to those who never fall. It belongs to those who rise every single time they do. And that is why Elon Musk's story will inspire generations to come.